What's up everybody and welcome to another episode of Raudeza Reviews. I'm Raudeza. Now I don't know if Warner Brothers as a studio or DC as a license is just cursed. All the controversy surrounding the new Aquaman movie, the whole thing with Amber Heard, the Ezra Miller thing, I mean I can go on and on. The Flash not doing so great at the box office, Blue Beetle having certain controversies, the cancellation of Batgirl. I mean, I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say. DC and Warner Brothers is in a really dark place right now. And it's a real shame, too, because I do like Aquaman, and I hope that the movie does well, and I hope that it doesn't have any, more controversy, because I think that Jason Momoa is the perfect Aquaman. He really represents Arthur Curry very well. For a long time, Aquaman was kind of a joke because of the way that they portrayed him, particularly when we were kids, but I think he has reinvented this character along with the way that they did in the comics, and it's actually really well done. Say what you will about the theatrical release of the Justice League, and trust me, I know that it had a lot of problems. I'm not justifying the film, but I did see the Snyder Cut, the original vision, and it's a much better cohesive film, at least in terms of some of the things that really made it look like it went through the chopping block make a lot more sense now. So make of that what you will. Regardless of how you feel about the films and all the controversy surrounding them, the design of Arthur Curry in the DCU was completely badass. So today we're going to be reviewing Iron Studios' version of Aquaman, the Justice League 1/10 scale statue. Let's take a closer look. Now, one of the things that I never get over whenever I review and take one of these statues out of the packaging is just how completely incredible they are. They're also very dense, small in stature at 1/10 scale, but nevertheless they make quite an impression. Now the head sculpt here is fantastic. That is absolutely Jason Momoa. I love the brow, the countenance in the face, the sternness, and if you look at the hair sculpt, it is so impressive, guys. I absolutely love what they did here. It's flowing left to right, and what they did here is they made the motif of like he's underwater and the hair is just kind of floating around in, an aquatic space. It's really awesome. Now the midsection and upper torso of this piece are very impressive. Of course, long gone are the days of the oversaturated color palette. Instead, what they've done is gone for more earthy and more organic tones. The sea green offset against the brass and the copper look fantastic here, guys, and really in line with this character. The musculature is done very well, and overall, it just looks very spectacular. I also love the way it offsets against the skin because it makes it really pop. Guys, this is a spectacular sculpt, and the color palette here really does it justice. Arthur Curry in the DCU is just larger than life. His presence is definitely there. I love the lower section of this piece. The stance is absolutely incredible. This is what I've been wanting to see in an Aquaman statue for a very long time, and just look at it, guys. It looks epic. When you look at this in its totality, I mean, just the way that it looks, especially the legs, the armor set, the color palette, what they've done, the brass highlights and the copper really stand out in his boots. This just looks absolutely fantastic, guys. The overall effect really cements that this figure is a centerpiece. Of course, what monarch of Atlantis could be a monarch if he didn't have his trusty trident? Now, this thing is spectacular, guys. It's made out of actual metal. This thing is dense, guys. The finish on this is done very spectacular. It looks and feels like a very high-end piece, and also it is very long, guys. I mean, this thing really is a focal point for this statue, and like I said, it carries a lot of weight, both figuratively and literally, and it's just done so well, guys. Just make some space on your shelf, because since it's so long, you've got to account for it, guys. This case, not necessarily a bad thing. Totally badass. Alright, guys, this is the thing that completely turned this over for me. I absolutely love this base. Not only is it so organic looking, but I mean, it really encompasses what this character is all about. Little subtle details like the rock. I mean, it looks like actual rock, guys, and this thing is dense. The color of the sea is just amazing here, and I especially like the effects of the sea foam, which looks incredible, guys. I mean, I'm zooming in on this, but it doesn't do it justice at all. When you see this in person, it looks absolutely stunning, and a very small footprint. Now, I'm going to continue on with this base, but I want to talk about the reverse side. You definitely want to mirror this piece because of all the detail on the reverse side, mostly in the hair sculpt. Yes, I know it's not underwater, but damn, it looks freaking amazing. Arthur Curry's got some fan service there too. But look at the reverse side, and I'm a little mixed on this. I wish this had been in the front, but just take a look at the waves and the sea foam and the color of the actual water. Guys, this looks absolutely brilliant, and it's so inspired. The art direction here is fantastic. So guys, definitely mirror this piece. Amazing, guys. This often happens, guys, and this is happening in real time as I'm reviewing this and as I'm looking at the video and the raw video and I'm just appreciating this statue more and more. I have to change my rating. So this thing was already badass, but it has reached to the point where I gotta call it like it is, guys. This thing is so badass. It's definitely a holy grail piece. Guys, this thing is just so spectacular. One of the things that I always say about these pieces, or Iron Studios pieces, is that they really are little miniature versions of premium format statues. And in many cases, they're actually better than premium format in terms of the sculpt and the overall art design. Not to mention, because of the 1/10 scale, I mean, they're very easily displayable. I don't know, I'm kind of rethinking this thing about premium format versus Iron Studios. Whatever, it's a personal preference, but you know, I gotta call it like it is. So if you're an Aquaman fan, if you're a fan of Jason Momoa, you should definitely get this piece, and I am going to be getting the Mera statue because it is a complementary piece to this, so stay tuned for that review. Now before I go, I just want to thank the folks over at Sideshow Collectibles for sending this wonderful piece over for review. Alright everybody, so that's my official review of Iron Studios' version of Aquaman, the Justice League 1/10 scale statue. As always, I thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next Raudeza Reviews.